Alright, there we go. Alright, this is my second YouTube I'm doing here, and got a lot of light in the way here. I wonder if I could do it better with this turned off. Okay, yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, and just wanted to do a little something here since I am back on YouTube. This is actually for my sister Jen, as she bought me a Kiss t-shirt sometime back, and it was something I didn't know if I was ever going to fit into. Now that I'm 96 pounds lighter, you could take a look at it. It's fitting me to a T. Still got some weight to go. I'm going to get myself under 200 pounds. I'm 4 pounds away from that. And we're definitely going to get it done. Just a quick note to everybody here. I want to say hello to everyone here, and I will be doing my show a little bit later on here, which is my music show, actually, which is just like Wacko in the Morning, only it's more music, less talk. It kind of wasn't like that yesterday, because we did get someone who did come on, and we wound up talking for about a good half hour to 45 minutes, and I played a old-time radio show just ended, a Christmas show. It's basically Wacko Bob's Music Fest Christmas edition. But I just want to talk to everyone in general here because I am back and I am feeling good, and I want to talk to some people more about what has happened as of late. Of course, a lot of people ask me about the elections and whatnot. A lot of people, especially who 8 years ago, remember when I was doing anything I could just to try to promote John McCain over Barack Obama. You know, and I wasn't the biggest John McCain fan, and a lot of people often ask me, how did I vote this election? For you YouTubers that don't check me out normally on my Facebook videos or on or even on my show on Mixler and TuneIn Radio, I didn't vote for either one of them. I didn't vote for Jill Stein or the Gary Johnson either. I basically wrote in Ted Cruz's name and Ted Cruz became the second person who I endorsed after Ben Carson's campaign got weak. But I didn't want either Trump or Hillary, Gary Johnson, or Jill Stein. I thought Ted Cruz was your best choice after what went on with Ben Carson, after his campaign really had gotten weak. And I really, like I said, really had a tough time with voting for any of those candidates. But I did want to mention that. The other thing is, and I do get asked these questions a lot too, and I'm doing this here instead of on my Facebook. A lot of people have been asking me, what's going on with the Wacko Radio Network? We are doing what we can to take the next step with it. We are looking at getting a financial backer so we could actually get the website going with a Sam's broadcaster. We're still looking to keep things around like Mixler and whatnot. We're still working on all that, and it's a tough draw, but we are trying to get that one done. I am talking to someone who's connected to a lot of entrepreneurs. We did have people that looked like they wanted to back the show, but they also wanted to take over my network, and I wasn't going to let them do that. I wasn't going to let them make them turn me or my other hosts into things that they're not. And like I said, we do have a lot of shows there too. So again, a lot of things worth checking out there with that. You go to Mixler. I do have the link up on my YouTube channel, and I will do my best to see if I can get the link up here. A lot of new things here on YouTube. So I'm going to do whatever I can to really learn that system real fast, because trying to read instructions on anything, especially the internet, takes too much time and whatnot. So I got a lot of catching up to do because I haven't really done anything on YouTube in, wow, close to maybe 4 years, unless I was going to put it up, unless I was going to do a special show and then download it and then put up a slideshow for it. A lot of people really, I had some people that really tried, that agreed with me, and some people who disagreed with me when it came down to Austin St. John and Jason David Frank and that feud from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I'm going to get more into that as time goes on too. really talk more about that one. Um, and I'm gonna get more into my YouTubes again. Of course, everyone remembers my 3-part thing I did on Buddy on the day the music died on the coin flip debate between Tommy Alsop and and Dion DiMucci. So people remember that too. But as far as getting back to the point of things, I am back here on YouTube and I am doing my thing here. And of course, that was just one question people have often asked me. Other things to talk about. Other things to really talk about here too, and to really get into here is what about me with wrestling? I really haven't watched wrestling. I'll be honest with you. I mean, like people are with football. I'm pretty much like with pro wrestling right now. It's just overbearing and wrong what's happening in pro wrestling. So it's just why am I going to bother with it? Why am I going to bother with something that is just that I'm not into? I think WWE going to the TVPG era has done more to insult people, and I think they've really taken a lot away from the storylines. At least be TV14. And I remember there used to be a grade between TV14 and TVMA, which they don't have anymore. I think they need to bring that back. But WWE and wrestling period, if they're going to be on TV, need to be at the least a TV14, and that's what WWE should be. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think the internet wrestling community now having a main influence on the wrestling has hurt the real hardcore wrestling fan on the streets, and I just think a lot more can be done. But that's my little bit of a babble there that I'm going on there with that one. TNA wrestling, who can watch that? Who can watch that? I liked it when we were watching the Matt Hardy brand, when Matt Hardy went heel and he was in his suit, the businessman, and he had Tigress and Rockstar Spud with him. I didn't think his wife and child needed to always be in there and involved in all of it. This whole broken Matt Hardy thing and the final deletion and all that, I think was ridiculous. I think it was time to it's time to get rid of that. The sad part is, everything we're seeing creative-wise in TNA stinks. I think the internet wrestling community, when TNA had the better stuff going on, which was right before Hulk Hogan and Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, came in, and Vince Russo was actually starting to do the storylines. I thought we were starting to see some of the much better stuff. So, but of course, the internet wrestling community had to have their way, had to have things their way, and there went a cat who's always a nuisance. Say hi, Sketch. Hi. But it's just, why even bother? Why even bother? I mean, this is just the way I'm feeling about it. I'm not trying to say anything else about this, but these are just some of the things. These are just some of the things, that really drive me crazy with it. Last but not least, I want to get into here. As far as it goes, what do I think of Lucha Underground? I liked the first season of Lucha Underground, but after that, when they got into season 2 and even season 3, I just think most of their events became more a parody of what ECW wrestling was. And I'm not saying I didn't like ECW. Yeah, I didn't like ECW. I did like ECW at one time, but I think from the hardcore end of it, when they get a little, it's just too much. If you look at that first season of Lucha Underground, you got to see them intertwine almost anything, even females wrestling males on an equal level, and where it wasn't just considered an intergender match. It was just some of the better stuff that you got to see there. You saw mat wrestling and grappling mixed in with brawling, hardcore, lucha style. It all intertwined as one, which when you got into season 2, you really didn't see it. You really didn't. I think if Lucha Underground were to go out of business tomorrow, WWE should be smart and picking up a guy like Cage, But I don't know what WWE is going to do, and I'm going to talk more about that one on my next video with WWE about this whole thing with Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg and who I think is really being destroyed there. But I do want to show this off again to my sister Jen. Look at me. I'm wearing the Kiss shirt. This is supposed to be an extra large, but it really looks smaller than an extra large, but not large enough to be a large. But it is good to think I was fitting in double X t-shirts and whatnot, and wearing a size 46 waist. Now I'm down to a size 38, and I'm probably should be down to a size 36 real soon. My goal is to get myself back down to a 32, 34. I got to start doing more exercise, and I will talk more about that one on my next video. But I am back here on YouTube. Why I was three, almost 4 years away from YouTube. It stunk, but you know what? It happened. But it's good to be back. It's good to be doing some things here, and I want to thank everybody here for always sticking behind the Wacko one. So it's always good, always great. I'm glad to be back, and talk to you later, YouTubers. If you are listening, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do my show Wacko in the Morning. From 8 to 11 in the morning. I do it that way because it also helps out the people on the West Coast as well, at the Pacific time slots as well too, to at least get in there for at least the last hour to 2 hours of my show. But I have listeners all over the world. Some people it's actually early in the morning over in Australia. People like Richard, Roberta, and Penny, who listen to me from Australia. I also got people like Andrea and Valentina who listen to me in Romania. I got people in... I got one friend, I forget his name, who used to listen to me, who lives out in Italy. I have a host named DJ Nick who does the Billboard country music countdown from Italy. So, I mean, I got a lot of names out there that really do come in to listen to me and do listen to a lot of the shows. So especially all over Europe. I mean, I even had a listener that comes in from time to time from China. Another one that came from Belize. So the names are out there. The names are out there. So we are getting it done here, and definitely happy to get it done. So I'll talk more to everyone about things. And with that being said, thanks for listening.